Who remembers the BJ and Bill show all those years ago on WOLZ? Well, many have said they missed the show, and guess what? They're back. Welcome to the BJ and Bill podcast.
Welcome to BJ and Bill, the podcast, a part of the Podcast Playground Network. Please give us that 5-star review and subscribe on your preferred podcast platform. Follow us on Facebook, and don't forget you can also, email us, BJ and Bill, the podcast at gmail.com, as we welcome you to episode 188.
Awesome. I know nobody can see it, but here in my new office. Old
well, you might want to close the closet door. I see your underwear hanging out there.
It's not my underwear. It's a jacket. Thank you. I can see behind me.
Yeah, but the people listening can't, so I can make things up.
Little theater of the mind. I get it. Well, like I was telling you before we started recording, there are no closet doors on any of the closets in the house currently. Well, there's a linen closet in the hallway that's got that, but bedroom closets 0 for 3. And I found some in the garage, some slider closet doors, and I asked the landlord, I said, I think I found the, doors in the garage. He goes, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they're in there. I just never knew how to, I don't know how to put them back up. Somebody took them off. I don't know how to put them back up. I'm like, it's not that hard. I didn't tell him that. I don't think it's that hard. I'm going to find out. So anyway, yep.
Well,
it's all in the works.
That could be a story for next week, because you may say, it's a lot harder than I thought it was.
But that's what just ask your friendly AI, ChatGPT or Claude or something like that. Honest to God, we got, because of my partner's new employment, she has changed jobs. She's just, because she'd been working at a fast food place just for fun, and now she's gone to Walmart, which she worked at before in a previous marriage. She likes it. She enjoys it. Just doing the checkout thing at Walmart. She loves it. But as a Walmart employee, you also get some pretty darn good perks, including a subscription to Paramount Plus. So we added Paramount Plus to our lineup and immediately watched a movie last night. But moral of my story is they made it damn near impossible to get it onto your Roku TV, because there's 2 different Paramount apps. Who knew? And I ended up literally asking ChatGPT, how do I get this damn thing on my TV? And it stepped me through it where nothing else did before. Not even the Paramount Plus website, which explained to you in useless detail how to connect to your Roku TV. And then I'm like, this doesn't work. The instructions you're giving just don't work. So I asked ChatGPT, and bam, 5 steps, you're done. Congratulations. I'm like, AI is taking over the freaking world.
I tell you, I probably rely on it too much.
I hear you.
I never Google anything ever again.
I still do, but often I'm wondering why. Because I did Google the Paramount Plus Roku thing last night, and it gave me the exact same answer as the website, because that's what Google does. It looks at websites. So it found the Paramount Plus website. It gave me the same website that the app did. Here, go visit our help page. Thank you for nothing. I ended up asking AI. So yeah, I think that's what the world's coming to. We're just going to start asking AI.
As I have been waiting for my car that's been on order for over a month to arrive.
Another story coming up.
Every once in a while, I reach out to AI and I will ask a question about my VIN number or where it may be.
Wow.
And things like that. And it's way too polite.
Too polite?
It's just way too polite. And I think, I hate to say it, but I think it gives you BS once in a while.
Oh, I know it does. I mean, that's a documented fact.
It's a lot like a woman. It acts like it knows everything. But I really don't think it does.
Oh, boy. Please tell me your wife is not in the house.
She is. Oh. I hope she didn't hear that part of it. But nonetheless, it is what it is.
It is. Now, you could tell Chat GPT. No fluff, just short, straight answers, please. Because you're right. A lot of like, especially Chat GPT, it really sucks up to you. It really, I mean, you could tell it though. It's like, hey, Chat GPT, Bill here. I'm 68 years old and grossly overweight. I think I'll go be an NFL quarterback. And it would come back and go, what a great idea, Bill. You'd be awesome. I'm like, okay, all right. I mean, I appreciate your friendship, but you don't have to suck up that much.
Because it's like, well, it should be on the way, and everything you've told me, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, well, no, I take that back. It's not like a woman.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it will tell you everything that, and half of it's not true. Yes, but a woman won't suck up to you. They'll say, "What? That's bullcrap. Just go away."
Right. Right.
That's what.
I think you're right about that. I do. So yeah, it's
But
good
been-
in some things. It's really good. In others, not so much.
So I don't know, but it's, and then, I start asking it, cause I probably over tell it too much stuff.
You overshare with your Chat GPT.
Yeah. And I've told it a lot about my car that's coming in and how much, I like it and how much I like the features that it has.
Sure.
So now every once in a while I'll say, well, I'm getting tired of waiting for this car. Let me, see what else is out there, and started asking more questions about other EVs, like the EV6, which is basically its first cousin.
Yes.
They make one that's Kia.
Yes.
And then also the BZ. It used to be called the BZX, but now it's just called the BZ by Toyota.
Yes.
So, I've been asking it. And I've also looked at the Equinox, by Chevrolet.
I hear good things about that car.
And so now it comes back to me, blah, 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 blah. But, I really think you have your heart set on the Ioniq 5. And I really, truly think it'll be here any day. And you should probably just wait it out.
Did it really say that?
Yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's got all the features you like and all the things you want. And you want the ventilated seats because you live in Florida.
Sure,
and
sure.
It's like, now you're telling me, now you're kissing up too much.
Now you're kissing. Now you're blowing smoke up my butt. Yeah. Now you're just. That's hilarious. I mean, I've seen that in other things. Like I said, and I think they're taming it down a little bit. Now, are you using? Of course, we're getting a little in the weeds here, but are you using the real live Chat GPT or one of the other ones?
I'm using Chat GPT.
Yeah, like I said, I've heard and I've seen that it does suck up to you. It really does. And they got into trouble because people would be like, I mean, on a very, very serious note, but it's kind of like it happened where it's like, I'm thinking of, I'm really depressed. I'm thinking of ending it. I'm thinking of, whatever. And it would come back and go, oh, that's a great idea. And it's like, okay, maybe not such a good thing to suggest to somebody. I'm just saying, I don't know. So
now,
anyway.
My son will I use the one that types it out.
Right.
And then I read the answer. I will tell you this, my son uses it a lot as a guide, and he has it set up where he'll talk to it and then it talks back to him.
That's when it's good, when it works, it's a little creepy how good it is. But yes, I know I've seen that and played with that myself. And I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I can't say her name. The Alex,
the
girl.
A woman.
Yeah, the one that lives in those pods around your house in the hockey pucks. So she's gotten a lot more chatty, more chatty. And because I'm on we're on Amazon Prime, I think that you get the A Woman Plus or Prime version or something like, you get an upgraded version, and it's a lot more chatty. Oh my gosh. I'll ask a question around the house and then I'll say thanks and it'll be good. Great, Bill. Thanks. I'm happy to help you with that. Whatever you did, I'm like, really? Really?
I like that you can argue with her now.
Argue? Really? Do you want to do that? Because when AI takes over, it's going to remember, wait, BJ argued with us. Get him first.
Yeah. The A woman is not going to be nice to me, but I think Chat GPT.
Okay.
Chat GPT is my friend. The other lady, she's like the neighbor you just want to get rid of.
I'm starting to agree with that. I really am.
I'm just going to use Alex.
Sure.
I'll use a guy's name.
Sure.
So I'll go, Alex, what's today's weather? Alex gives me the weather.
Yes.
But then Alex got to say, would you like to have a good quote to wake you up every morning?
Right.
No.
Or it'll just come back and I'll just say thank you and it'll go, great, enjoy your day in Gainesville. And I'm like, really? What if I'm going somewhere else?
The only thing that really honks me off is I don't know why this little biatch will call my wife. Well, good morning, Susan. When my wife talks to Alex, Alex talks back.
Right.
And calls her by name.
Really?
You think the biatch will call me by my name? Hell no. She just thinks I'm some Tom, Dick, or Harry. But no. Well,
really?
Susan, here's today's weather. Good morning, Susan.
Really?
I want to slap her. I really do. I just want to walk up and just slap her. Going, what is this crap?
What am I, chopped liver?
Yeah, that's what I feel like around.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Oh, you think so?
No, I don't. That's the problem. I don't. I mean, it's awesome in not a great way.
I don't know.
Favorites. She's choosing sides.
Now, we do have two.
Right.
And the one in the living room is just, I mean, it's like full. Even when I ask for it to play like a radio station or something, it'll always play it off of my wife's phone. But when we're in the bathroom, and maybe the bathroom has something to do with it, I don't know. But then if I say like, hey, play Muddy Country Radio, which is my son's country station that he owns, and then she will play it. And then she says, on BJ's, iHeart app or something like that.
Right.
Where when we're in it's all Susan all the time. And even it even calls her by name.
Man.
Now it won't call me by name, when I ask it to do something.
Yeah, that's two ladies playing favorites to each other. That's all that is. I mean, come on. It's just
what is it? Kristen Dunst? What is her name? Is the girl that was in I changed one of them's voice to Kristen, so
oh really?
Yeah, so I listen to her now. She's nice to me.
Okay.
The other one's nothing but a biatch out in the living room.
Well, it's the same computer. I don't think it has. I don't know that it has.
It plays favorite. I don't care what you say.
Okay.
It plays favorite. It's Susan's. It's little.
Okay. All right. I get it. AI favorites. AI playing favorites. That's awesome.
Yeah, GPT, they're loyal to me.
Well, okay.
Tells me why I don't want other cars. Tells me everything I need. Tells me my book is doing great on Amazon. Man, speaking of that, that's more parts than a chicken nugget available now on Amazon.
Available on Amazon right now. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Let's, speaking of which, you guys run off and order that book right now. Let's take a quick break. Go to Amazon, order more parts than a chicken nugget. You'll thank us for it later. We'll be right back. So anyway, are we done with the AI thing or
yeah, I'm ready to move on to sports, but even though sports is my Warriors are sucking,
are they in last place in the West or what?
Well, they're in 10th.
Okay.
So they're going to be in the play-in, but
okay.
I don't see them doing well. Curry hasn't played half the year. Of course, last year they had that big trade.
Yep.
And they got the guy, I forgot his name, the guy from Miami, Butler.
Yeah.
Bam Butler.
Adebayo. Oh, Butler. I thought I was thinking Adebayo, but yeah.
And he hasn't played all year because they have a hamstring. At least they should get a good pick, but I can't even watch the Warriors anymore. Even if Steph does plays like a game or two, and then he takes a break. Then he comes. It's like they're toast. They're dead to me.
As we record this on a Monday morning, as we always do, almost always, the NBA season ended last night, the regular season. Play-in starts this week, so that'll be good if you're in for that sort of thing. Now, you got, of course, I think Amazon Prime is the only place you can watch a lot of that play-in. I'm not sure. Thankfully, I have it, so I'll watch. But yeah, so we've been doing that. I mean, and then of course, last week was for those who still care. It's been a week now, so it's totally off the radar. But Michigan won the Final Four, the NCAA Men's Championship. That was not a great game, but whatever. I remember that one. And what else is going on? Lots going on in sports, but just the baseball season's warming up and all of that. So yeah,
Got one piece of news that makes me smile.
try us. I could use a smile this morning. Try me.
Sophie Cunningham has signed for another year to play with the Indiana Fire.
Fever. It's okay.
If you're on fire. If you're on fire, you got a fever.
That's true. That's very true. So I'm glad to hear that. She's awesome. So they're kind of keeping the band together in Indiana. That's good. Who's the other one? Lexi something or other. I think she's still there too.
Cunningham or whatever it is. Yeah, I think.
Sophie Cunningham, Lexi something, and I don't remember. But yeah. The two blonde girls and Caitlin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and
that's
also
good.
also the really tall girl they had, the center or whatever, that's pretty good too. I think she's still under contract. So
Yep.
hopefully they'll have a good season. And of course, Angel Reese moved to Atlanta.
Yeah.
From Chicago to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, well, they probably all are when you really get to know them. Maybe not. But I think she was just too much of a diva. And they said, just go to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
I think that's a good word. I was going to say overhyped or too much of her own hype. But yeah, she's making the money, she's making her money on other things, right? I mean, she's working for our man Shaq, doing some clothing stuff. She's in commercials and all that. Good for her.
Yeah, Shaq loves her.
Huh?
Shaq.
I know Shaq loves her. I know they got to be buddies. He was kind of a mentor kind of a thing, and she needs some mentorship. She does. So okay, I got nothing against her. I wish her the best, but are you in it for the basketball? Are you in it for other things? I don't know. And then the other things come. I mean, if you're, well, I don't want to use Caitlin Clark. I don't want to overuse the Caitlin example, but good God, she's on everything, everywhere, all the time. So
she's like,
she's only making a few $1 million with the WNBA. She's probably making $100 million with State Farm and Gatorade and everything else she's doing.
Yeah, she's definitely banking it. She's
okay.
More like Shaq in that aspect.
That's true.
I'm so glad that my wife did not hear me talk ill of her, because I see she's outside now doing some yard work. She just went by my window and spared. Yeah, she just went by my window and smiled and waved. If she would have only known.
She didn't come in with a rake and beat you with it.
Yeah, no kidding. I would have been a dead man walking.
Wait a minute, how much yard work do you have to do at your HOA community?
She has, well, you have one now too, but maybe you probably don't really intake in it. You have a dog.
Yes.
So today's trash day. So she's making sure all the dog is picked up. And,
yeah, that's good. That's good.
So she's doing that. And we have a dead, she thinks it's dead. I said, don't worry about it. Let it set for a couple more months. But we have one of those palms that have, like, I don't know what you call them, but they're like 3 palms that come up out of one root. And it looks
it looks dead.
The leaves are very, very brown. But I still think maybe if we wait a couple months and the warm weather and the rain comes in, it'll sprout again.
I moved after more than 3 years. After more than 3 years, my house plants that I bought when I literally first moved to Gainesville and never managed to kill, I'm proud to say. They have been with me through everything, including the two moves now. They're out on the patio for the first time ever, getting real sunshine and real fresh air. And I don't know if that's going to be good for them or not, but I'm going to keep my eye on them and see how they go. So, yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Houseplants. We're talking about houseplants.
That's, I will tell you, in this house every once in a while, because I'm not going to say there's anything bad about it. It's a good deal, but we live in a 55 plus community. I've said that many a times.
Yes.
And who loves people in a 55 plus community?
Insurance agents.
Oh boy, do you got it right. So every once in a while, like about once every few months, you can go to the clubhouse and a trailer comes full of all sorts of fruits, vegetables, you name it, whatever it is you want. And you get to grab a little bag, and the little bag usually says like S&S insurance, or, that's all these insurance companies, it seems like.
Really?
And you get the little bag and they're, oh, how you doing? And they're also passing you a little bit of information about, Medicare and things like that. Then you take your little bag that says their name on it and you pick out some fruit out of the truck. And
really?
It's free. Yeah.
What a cool idea. I mean, that's better than being stuck in a dinner or something like that where they're trying to sign you up. You get the free meal, but then you got to through the presentation. I've done that a couple of times.
Yeah, well, it's worth it. It's worth a free meal, depending on where you're doing it.
Sometimes it is.
I want to be cremated now just because of one of those free meals.
Okay, good to know.
They do that a lot too, the cremation.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You mean you've never had a free cremation meal?
I have not.
I think...
Let me guess. All the food is smoked.
Oh, yeah.
Dun-dun-dun. Beer all week, folks.
But then going back to what I was really talking about, and then also they do flowers once in a while.
Oh, that's nice.
Same type of deal. The ladies go down there and they can pick out can make their own little bouquet of flowers. And that's always sponsored by some insurance company too.
What a great idea. I've actually not seen the free stuff plan, the free fruits or veggies or flowers, but what a great idea.
Well, they come to a 55 plus community.
Sure.
So they're where the people are that they're trying to find.
Oh, yeah.
And all they're doing is up there at the clubhouse outside in front going, hey, we have free stuff.
Line goes around the block. I know.
Yeah, you were in radio long enough.
Free stuff. People show up.
Oh, yeah. You can say you got free doo-doo on a stick. And we're giving it away to caller number 6. By God, you'll get caller number 6. Oh, what did I? But then they always use the line, oh, what did I win? What did I
win?
Yep. You bought a stick of doo-doo. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe I won.
I know. This is a true story. In before BJ and Bill, when Bill was in Phoenix, we used to, on our morning show, and I think I suggested this when BJ and Bill were together, and we never did it. I'm kind of sorry we never did. But we literally gave away I'm holding up one of those cheap-ass pens that you get at the bank. Actually, thank you, Fifth Third Bank. I'm holding it up the camera. Thank you, Fifth Third Bank, for the prop. We literally gave away this prop, and instead of the name of, it's on the side. We had it printed. I won this from KLZI. That was the radio station. I won this from KLZI Morning Show. Tim and Company, or whatever it was. And along with this, we printed up a really, really, really cool looking, cost us nothing, certificate to say that you were an official winner of this morning show pen. And that's what we gave away. But it's all in the marketing. It's all how you sell it. This was a rare, one of a kind, your friends will be so jealous, don't leave it on your desk or people will steal it pen from the morning show at KLZI. So anyway, cost us $1, but yeah, like you said, free stuff. Free stuff.
Yeah, free. All people love free stuff.
Free stuff.
And even like you talk about, go and get a free meal. Free food tastes much better than bought food.
Oh, absolutely. Positively. Free food tastes so much better. So yeah.
Although this has happened before too, and this is always funny. Like you give away some prize, and it can even be like a really cool prize.
Right.
And you go, you're calling number 6. You are the winner. Oh, great. What is it you were giving away again? I have had that a few times. It's like, you just called in to win these concert tickets, but then you're saying, what did I win?
Yeah. They have no idea. All they heard was free stuff. Call now.
Call to it. Yeah.
It works. It absolutely works.
We used to call them prize hogs.
Yes. And other things. Yes. But this is exactly why I go to Sam's Club on a Saturday, because I know there's going to be free munchies.
Publix is doing that more and more too, I'm noticing.
Really?
Yeah, if you go like on the weekend, because we don't go much on the weekends, but last weekend and a few weekends before, we went to Publix for some reason because we just needed something. And we went, and it's like, whoa.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, they almost always, I shouldn't say almost always, but they very often, when I walk in and the produce section is right there, they'll have little slices of apple or orange or something like that. And so, okay, fine. But I've not seen any other kind of good freebies. No.
Now, I know one thing now, if you have children,
Yeah.
you can get them, and it says at least there's a sign out. Take a free piece of fruit for your child.
Right.
And also, if you go to the bakery department,
Cookie.
get a free cookie.
Free cookie. I've often asked, how old do you have to be to get the free cookie? And they scowl at me. So
Oh, they don't give you one?
I'm not 0 for, I have a very low batting average. Let me put it to you that way. Occasionally someone will take mercy on the old man and give him a cookie. So yeah.
Here's what you do. You go, now you got the new lady friend.
Yes.
Go in there holding the hands and have her go, you got anything for the little boy here? Could you get a free cookie for the little boy? And I'll bet you, especially with that Southern accent she's got,
Oh man.
you're getting a cookie, girl. Yep, she's getting a cookie for you.
I hadn't thought of that, but that sounds kind of brilliant. I will say. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we have a new Publix. Of course, whenever you move, you have a new
Yeah,
Publix. You get a new Publix. It comes with the move. So I actually went into mine the other day because we needed ice cream to celebrate our move. And by God, one of my favorite brands was a BOGO that night at Publix. Buy one, get one. And I'm like, sweet, which of course it was. And I'm doing the self-checkout, and there's the young, high school girl or college girl standing there making sure everybody, gets their stuff and doesn't steal anything and whatever. And I'm like, I just moved across town, I said, this is my new Publix. She goes, that's good. We're glad to have you. And I said, and you had ice cream on BOGO. What a gift. And she goes, oh, at this store, we have some brand of ice cream is BOGO every week. And I'm like, what? And she said, oh, yeah, every week we have some ice cream or other, like dessert snack kind of a thing on BOGO every week. I'm
think
I'm coming back. And she goes with a deadpan straight face. I said, I'm like really excited and happy and friendly and all that. And you always like talking to the young ladies. And so I was like, oh, I'll be back. And with a deadpan straight face, she just goes, I'll be here. I'll be here. It didn't matter when. I'm working. I'm on the clock. So good for you.
That's hard for us to do, because you say you got a new Publix.
Right.
So that Publix is your Publix because where you moved.
Of course.
We moved here. We've always, everywhere we've ever lived, we've had a Publix that is our Publix.
Mm-hmm.
We can't have an our Publix. We
Why
can't
not?
say let's go to our Publix.
Why not?
Because you go 2.5 miles north, there's a Publix. You go 2.5 miles south, there's a Publix.
I hear you.
And so it basically depends on where we go. Where are we going? We going to Claremont? Are we going, down to 192 and, kind of like, all that stuff that's down there because of, Disney and touristy and everything. So yeah, we got 2 Publixes. So whenever we say, let's just go to our Publix. Well, which one is that?
Which one do you mean? Yeah, I hear you. Wow, that's kind of a pain.
I know it is.
And if I put, now that I'm have Googled, on Google Maps, you always put your home address in there. So you can, if you want to say navigate home or whatever, you can do that. And then now that I've done that and you say Publix near me, the actual closest Publix to me is not the one I go to, but it's the one that is smack dab in the middle of campus for UF. And I'm like, I will be damned if I'm going to that Publix, because you have to drive through the busiest university intersection in town, University and 13th. Thank you very much. Where the main gate is and the football stadium and blah, 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 blah. And Publix is right there. And it's like, oh, no way. Oh, no way am I going to that Publix. So,
well, I know when I worked in Gainesville for the short time I did.
Yep.
The radio station was actually in Williston, but we had offices in Gainesville, and they were on 13th. I always hated, I got to go to the office today.
13th that's the north side. Now, the funny thing is when people ask, where's the new house? I'm like, well, 13th Street. And of course, everybody knows 13th. I'm literally right off 13th, but I'm way, 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 way south, right near, wait for it, Williston Road, which, if you know Gainesville, is like the southernmost east-west road in Gainesville. So I'm actually far enough away from campus that I don't have to worry about it. But if I want to be in downtown or whatever, it's 5 minutes up the road. And I'm also closer to my pickleball court where I play pickleball. So my pickleball drive just about got cut in half. So I'm cool with that.
Well, I know when I was there, I would say Gainesville was still, and I know it's like everything else in Florida.
Yeah,
it's grown a lot.
Of course.
But it was a pretty small town when I was there. And I'm trying to think what year it probably was. Let's just say this. I've been married to my beautiful, extraordinary, hardworking wife.
Oh, she's listening now.
No, well, she might be. But I wasn't even married. Okay, people, I'll admit it. I was in sin.
You were living in sin.
I was living with a woman who wasn't my wife.
Did that woman go on to be your wife?
Yeah, so I was getting ready to say.
Oh, okay.
It was Susan, obviously.
Yeah, that's fine.
But when we lived out in Williston,
right,
we were not hitched yet.
And so, how many years you been married?
40, 41, maybe
Holy
41
crap.
coming up.
Holy
yeah.
crap. Well,
40,
you've absolutely positively been married all the time I've known you. That's so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 40 years.
40 years. And it was funny. We were the first time we moved in, we were in Naples.
Right.
Because I was at Wink. Wink wanted to send me to do overnights, and I said, up yours. And that was one of the times I actually left on my own that time. There's a couple of times in there I got fired. A couple of times I came back on my own. Sometimes they brought me back.
Right.
I was at Wink way too many times. But and then that's like we moved to Naples. That's when she had to go in and says, I'm moving, I'm leaving. My boyfriend's moving and I'm moving with him because they weren't supposed to fraternize. You know, you weren't supposed to date at Wink for some reason or another. It was like illegal. It was taboo. And they go, well, who's your boyfriend? We didn't know you had a boyfriend. She goes, BJ, and they all just crap their drawers. That made it well worth it. And so then we went to Naples.
Okay.
And then from Naples, Art Killian owned the radio station up in Williston. He had bought it, and he knew I had a country background. So he shipped me up there to be the program director. So I went up there, and then Susan said that I was either going to have to marry her or she was moving back to Fort Myers. And so, believe it or not, we came back to Fort Myers, and I went back to work at Wink.
Is that radio station that you work for, is it still on the air?
No, it's not. It was 92.1 back in the day.
Oh.
And it was at the time it was called Country 92.
Yeah. 92. I'll have to look it up. Yeah. Actually, that sounds like Wind FM WIND, which is like a classic rock. And they have transmitters in here in Gainesville and also in Ocala. So I think they're on 92 something, but I'm not sure. So
now
anyway, good, cool.
Yeah. So I don't know where they went to.
Wow. So anyway, that's the story around here. So that's my new life, and it's so far so good. It's awesome. I will say, after a year of living on the fourth floor, which no shade there, because I had the elevator and it wasn't a big deal and all that, but you were kind of detached from things, both in terms of where the apartment was. It was in the middle of a neighborhood with a lot of other apartments, and some of them strict student housing, so there were kids everywhere. And not that you'd ever talk to them, because young people cannot speak these days. But
I'll text
now
you.
We're out in the woods, and there's birds, and there's owls, and there's critters, and it's awesome. It's awesome. So anyway, it's my story.
Got a piece of information, but I'm going to wait because I know we're heading up on break time. So
okay, got something for us? Is it exciting? You want to tease it?
Let's just say I didn't get any emails this week, but I did see that we got a 5-star review on Amazon.
On Amazon?
No, wait, not Amazon. I'm sorry. On Apple Podcast.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I'm going to tell you all about it coming up next.
Tell you all about it coming up next. And welcome back. I'm Bill Stevens. That's BJ Odom. This is BJ and Bill, the podcast. And as BJ was just talking about, we've gotten a review, so we're going to hear more about that. But if you have yet to put in a review on this program, what are you waiting for? Come on. We're everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube Music. We're on all of them. So feel free to leave that 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. I actually heard somebody say that on one of the announcers on a basketball game somewhere was on a podcast, and he's like, yes, I'm available wherever you get your podcast. I'm like, okay, cool. So, and you can email the show at BJ and Bill, the podcast at gmail.com, or you look us up on Facebook. Same exact thing for the fan page, BJ and Bill, the podcast. There you go. So, hope that didn't confuse everybody. We got a review, you say.
And it must have been a long time listener on WOLZ, where you and I were together for about 5 years doing the morning show there, getting fabulous ratings. I'm not trying to be a Trump or anything and pat my own back like, all the time.
Right.
But we did have really, really, really good ratings.
We did.
Yeah. They were great. They were off the chain.
They were the best ratings anybody has ever, people are saying those were the best. That was the best radio show that they'd ever heard. So people, it's a Trumpism there.
So we got a 5-star review, and I don't know if it was a lady or a gentleman. It was just initials, and said that they were late to the party.
Oh dear.
And they would talk how much they enjoyed BJ and Bill on Oldies 95, and who would have known they now have a podcast.
Where have you been? It's only been 3 years.
I know. She goes, I found the podcast. I know I'm late to the party, but I'll tell you what, it sounds like she's doing some binge listening.
I don't know that I could recommend that, but okay.
So she goes, I'm going to catch up on more episodes because I am so happy that I found BJ and Bill on a podcast.
Wow. Just stick around for the new ones. They're all the same anyway.
Now, wait a minute, though. I have a plan.
Oh, you have a plan?
We're on episode 188.
Yes.
Now, if you listen to BJ and Bill back in the BJ and Bill days, on the radio, going to work,
yes,
because we were on every morning,
yes,
and who knows, maybe you listened to Mitch Mitchell on the way home.
Right.
Now, what I'm telling you is we have so many podcasts in the hopper. You could listen to BJ and Bill on your, because most people, 20, 30 minutes, their commute usually?
Sure.
So think of it this way. If you wanted to go to work, let's say it's a 20, 25-minute ride.
Right.
And a 20, 25. You can listen to the first half on your way to work.
Yes.
Listen to your second half on your way home.
Yes.
And if you did that, you would have 38 weeks of BJ and Bill every day if you're listening to 188 episodes.
Oh my God.
I did the math.
That is truly terrifying that someone would listen to 188 BJ and Bill episodes back to back to back to back.
Well, you got though. I'm saying you start at number one.
Sure.
You drive to work. You drive
one per
home.
day. You're thinking one per day.
One per day. 38 weeks. If you're working 5 days a week. Now, if
5 days a week.
Days,
it's 20. It's 20 a month. It's 20 a month.
Yeah.
20 working days in a month. About. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
That's insane. That's insane.
But then, like her, how much she misses us.
Right.
Of course, I would say this person, I keep calling her, and it could be a he. But I would say this person is probably about our age if they listened to us all those years ago.
And is probably not driving to work anymore.
Yeah. So she is probably going to just every day at home, or him, or whatever, they're doing their daily duties. And I'm talking all the duties. I do my daily duty twice a day. You could be listening to BJ and Bill the podcast.
That is a level of commitment that is truly scary. I mean, that really is. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But if that's your choice, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you.
Yeah, 5-star review they gave us.
Then therefore, it's all good. I wish we had a freebie to send.
Yeah, and too bad we don't have a pen.
Right. Maybe we should spend a few bucks and get some pens. Who knows?
Yeah, we could do that.
We could do that.
Remember this is back in the day that we were going to schools and readings to the children.
Sure.
Remember, and I think I still have one somewhere, a BJ and Bill pencil, an Oldies 95 BJ. And you don't remember those?
You're sparking my memory. I think I remember, but I wouldn't have remembered it on my own. But
Yeah,
okay.
It wasn't a pen.
A pencil.
It was a pencil.
Okay.
I don't think it was a number 2 pencil, which we should have probably had the number 2 pencil. But we would take those when we would read and we'd take enough for the whole class.
Sure.
And so all of them would go home with little BJ and Bill pencils. And it'd say, Oldies 95 on it. They were purple.
It's perfect.
Because I was reading Harold and the Purple Crayon, so they weren't a purple crayon, but they were a pencil.
Awesome.
And they were purple.
I do remember that. Now that you speak about purple pencils, I think I do remember that. So yeah.
And then for a while, we did give away some like remotes and things like that.
We should maybe if we get a promotional, but talk to your son about a promotional budget. see if we can convince the boss to pony up a few bucks for some pens.
Yeah, but then we also got to pony up for it's not like we do remotes or anything. We'd have to
actually mail them to people. We'd actually have to mail them out. I know. Okay, fine, whatever.
Maybe
we could find us an insurance company to sponsor us. Put their flyer in the envelope with our pen.
Yeah, that'll work.
Done. Done.
We'll get our sales department on it right away. Maybe we should call Joe Massey. I think he's retired now.
Wow. There's a name I haven't heard in 20 years. Wow. But yes, all good. So, get a promotion department on the phone, will you please? Come on. So yeah, if only we had one. That's awesome.
If only we had a department.
If only we had any kind of department, anything, sales, marketing, it doesn't matter. Any kind of department other than BJ and Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It's not what it used to be. It's okay.
I know we were talking earlier about AI. Did you happen to see the AI? That was a Facebook one, a Meta AI.
I heard that they have some new thing coming out, and
And I did like a little video of you and I.
Oh, really?
Those videos, where like it shows the movie or it shows like, it's going to go through a whole list of characters from a show.
Yes.
And it shows like, the character, and then either, they come in wings because they died, or they come in and they're.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen that. Yeah. Those are cute.
It reminded me so much of one of those because I'm like sitting behind the microphone, you're sitting behind the microphone, and it was like a little short 5-second video, but Bill looks at me. Then he takes his arm and he puts it around me and then looks back at the camera and smiles.
Did we put wings on you? Are you dead yet?
No, I don't have the wings yet.
Oh, okay.
But I thought I posted it on like Facebook, and I also posted it on Instagram.
Really? I haven't seen that yet.
This is just a little 5-second video.
Don't make me go look. You're too late. I'm going to look right now while we're talking here. All right, let's go to Facebook.
But the way you hugged me, I'm like, now people are going to really think you're my, my work husband.
Yeah, no, don't go there. Please don't go there. All right, let's do BJ Odom friend. Yes. Is it? Oh, or is it on the podcast page?
It's on both.
Okay, I'll go over to the podcast page. BJ and Bill, the podcast.
It's probably down like 2 or 3.
Look at that. We have 597 followers. Look at that. All right. BJ and Bill, the podcast. We're
getting there one follower at a time.
Right. BJ and Bill. Well, I see all the little posters you made, the AI posters, but I don't see the video.
Yeah, there's one that's like a video of just about 5 seconds.
And how old is it?
It's only like a week old. It wouldn't be down that far.
Yeah, no, I do not. Honest to God, I do not see it. I see BJ and Bill, the podcast, the featured thing, and then I see your gift of life post.
If you see a picture and it's and it's not, maybe it's not moving, maybe it's not videoing, until you find the video.
All right, I'm going to go over to your regular page here because we don't need to waste too much time with this. But I'm going to go. All right, so on your page, you have a pinned post. Oh, with Shaq holding the book, of course. That's perfect. Yes, and then yep, there's that gift a lot. No, I think you're fibbing. I think you're fibbing to me. I don't see it anywhere. I don't see it on your page, and I don't see it on the podcast page.
I have to do it again.
I think so. Now, but that led me to something we have not talked about yet, and we should have, that you posted, and I hadn't even heard that news, that our old friend Jim Reef. How did you have that on there that he passed in 2014? Why was that news?
It wasn't. It was like a memory. Every once in a while you have a memory on that comes up, different memories.
Right.
Him and I were very close.
Right.
And of course, then he passed away. And then Jim Sy had come in and took his place, not on TV, but as my personal weather guy.
I was just wondering if there was some news or something there because I'm staring at it on your page and it's like, he passed in 10 years ago, 12 years ago. I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess that's a memory. Yeah, I see now that you have it listed as a memory. That's okay. I got you.
Because he was just a real good friend of mine that popped up. And if you're a Facebook fan and you look every once in a while, you can look at, past posts.
Yes.
It's like memories.
Yes.
And that was on my, it says, you can see memories. So I went to look for memories on that day.
Yes.
And I saw that. And so I posted it in his honor.
Yes.
Before BJ and Bill, when I first started working at Wink FM.
Yes.
And I was doing afternoons, him and I were like, he would come on a couple times every afternoon and do the weather with me.
Right.
Gentry was in first grade, I believe, maybe kindergarten. It was either first or kindergarten.
Right.
And Jim and I went to his school and had lunch in the lunchroom with him and the teacher and all the first graders. I don't know. We hung out a lot. Because in the afternoon, you don't really have a partner.
Right.
The morning show partner.
Right.
So he was kind of like a partner of mine because he'd come on and do 2 live weather shots a day, Monday through Friday on my show.
Right.
And we would banter back and forth and have a good time. And
sure.
We just hung out. We were friends.
That's nice.
And then
Good
of course he
you.
had that bicycle accident and passed. And then I was like sad because I didn't have no weather friends. And then Jim Sy came along and he was my new weather friend. And then he went and moved to New Orleans.
Right.
But we still communicate quite often.
Good.
Kind of like you and I did before the podcast, when we weren't working together.
Sure.
We still communicate quite often, but yeah, he's in New Orleans, so we don't get to go to lunch anymore.
Well, you could drive to New Orleans or you could fly to New Orleans, but yeah, just depends on how far you want to go. That's all. I get it. I do.
So by the way, I have no weather friends right now. So if there's any weather people in the Orlando area, that want to be friends with me, I have weather friends, but I don't have any weather friends that I can go to lunch with. So I need someone at least close enough I can do lunch with at least once a week.
Okay. I'm sure someone will take the invitation. So that's cool. All right, good. Well, good. So we haven't had one discussion about, what's going on with BJ Odom's health these days. That's kind of a good thing, but I just kind of noticed we haven't mentioned it at all.
I'm kind of annoyed. I'm not annoyed, but yeah, I'm annoyed too. I'm kind of ignoring it.
Ignoring your health?
Well, I've had blood pressure issues this last week.
Right.
It's been low. I'm getting the treatment that I'm getting, the Roto-Rooter to unclog a couple stents I have.
Right.
In the heart.
Right.
And that's in a couple of weeks. And so I don't know. I'm just figure the more I put it on the back burner and don't talk about it, the more I don't have to worry about it.
Now, if roles were reversed and it was me having that kind of a problem, that's my go-to answer for almost anything health-wise. I'll worry about it later. Actually, I'm worse than that. I would say I'm choosing not to worry about it. You, on the other hand, don't really have that luxury.
Well, yeah, I have the luxury of not worrying about it, but it's not going to make it go away.
Right. And you have the luxury of not worrying about it, of course, and then it kills you. So
Yeah.
so let's not do that.
You know, but I said this 4 years ago. I've said it 5 years ago.
Uh-huh.
You know, okay, my heart is 23 years old. You know, well, it's older than that, but that's when I got it 23
Right.
over 23 years ago. The kidney over 11 years ago, it's still working great.
Right.
But we all know, because we've all seen The Lion King, there is a circle of life.
Oh, I was wondering where the hell that's going. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, God.
Circle of life.
Yeah. And, you know, someday, you know, you don't know how big the circle's going to be, but I hit 70 this year. So my
Yes.
circle is pretty damn big right now.
Yes.
And I'm just thinking, I've said this over the last 5 years. It's one of these days, the circle's going to
Close.
close. Yeah. And then,
Come,
You
you,
know-
will have come full circle.
yeah. And you know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did. So, you know,
I get it. I
I
get it.
think, could this be it?
Well, you can always think that, but
Well, yeah. But I've been doing it for the last 4 or 5 years. So it's nothing
Right.
new.
right. Right. So I
But-
think I think that is your, well, you of course will have your own answer, but if it was me, I would be like, oh, I've thought about this before and it's not turned into anything. So I'll just keep plugging along.
Well, I've said this too, and I would listen. What I have my like almost not a full year ago, but not that long ago, maybe 7-8 months ago, had that hernia surgery,
Right.
and you know, I said, watch a little hernia be the one that takes me out, you know. And now I'm saying, watch a little rotor rooter to clear out the stent be the one that
Takes-
gets my ass.
I don't know that that's a helpful way to think about it, but okay. I mean, I get it. I do.
Well, but I think all transplant people have it a little bit in the back of their mind. Let's just say this: well, maybe you haven't read the book. You got a copy of it now. You should read the book. More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget, available on Amazon.
I'm not going to
But-
say I've read it from cover to cover. I've read, of course, the parts with me, but
But
anyway,
did you enjoy those parts?
pretty good. Anyway, no, I get it. I would say that tell me if I'm wrong, but for a transplant person such as yourself, there might be that sense of, shall we say, living on borrowed time.
Yeah. And also, I had the heart, felt good. I was back on the road doing comedy. Everything was perfect, and then boom, you need a kidney transplant. And I had to start all over again. Then I went to then I started doing comedy again. My career was on a rocket ship, and then COVID hit. So it's, yeah, I don't want to say because it's not there constantly, but you're always waiting for that next shoe drop to go, oh, fudge.
Okay, I think yes, and you don't have to be a transplant patient to have that. I mean, any of us could have that.
Yeah.
I mean, I had this, eye surgery more than a year ago now. Well, a year ago. I'm still waiting for recovery on that. I'm still frustrated by the fact that it's not great. So I get it. I do. Now, this wouldn't, even if it totally went down the toilet, it wouldn't kill me. It wouldn't take me out of the game, but it would change my life dramatically in a way that I wouldn't like.
Yeah.
So I choose to think that it's continuing to heal, even though it's very slow. So,
And then, like I said what you just said moments ago, I've had probably in my lifetime, I've probably had, I wouldn't even want to guess, but I would say it's been over 20 or 30 heart casts.
right.
And this is pretty much almost like a heart cast, but they go in there and they said that depending on what it was, if it was scar tissue or if it was like plaque buildup, they would either, laser it or burn it.
Woo.
I guess when you get burnt on the inside, you don't really feel it.
No,
or
you're
they're
not
going to
gonna
have you
feel-
so
no,
drugged up.
there's no feeling nerves on the inside, which is why
So-
people can have diseases or cancers for years and not really feel anything now.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. All right.
But I've had so many, I don't foresee a problem.
That's what I keep. I mean, I'm kind of on the opinion of like you've done so damn much over the years that you're gonna have to. I mean, you're gonna have to step in front of a beer truck to end it. I mean, the rest of this is not getting you. That's
Well,
not.
let's
That's
hope
not
I'm
how
at
you're
least
going.
drinking a beer then if I'm going to get in
There
front
you
of the
go.
damn
So
truck.
that's what I'm saying.
How about a
So
rum truck?
is that your thing now? Is that
Yeah,
what I'm
well,
saying?
it's always been my thing more
Okay.
than anything
All right.
else.
We don't drink a lot in this house, but when we do, I feel like the most interesting man in the world. I don't drink a lot in this house, but when we do, we have this new apple flavored whiskey that we really enjoy over a little bit of ginger ale and ice, and it is lovely. So yeah.
Well, I remember in my younger days, when I would go out and drink a little heavy, I would always drink, I'd always drink Golds. What is it? Goldschlager?
Goldschlager? Are you kidding?
Well, it's got the little things of
Gold.
gold in it. And yeah.
Yeah.
So like if I got sick and got home and the wife was mad, here's jewelry, dear.
Thanks, folks. I'll be here all week.
Try the
Is that
video.
one of your? Is that one?
No, actually, it's not. It's not even mine. It's Renee Bray, and thank you,
Okay.
Renee Bray, for the. But I had to get that in there. When we were
No,
talking about drinking.
it sounded too much like a line from an act somewhere, somehow. And I knew it wasn't yours because I've seen your act about 1,000 times. So yeah, I knew it wasn't. BJ Odom's act. How many times have I seen BJ Odom on stage? Son, if you keep doing that, you're going to go blind. Dad, I'm over here. I know.
I should just, people that have seen me do stand up over the years, I should just do a whole tape with nothing but punchlines
Sure.
from my act.
Sure.
And then, but now if they hadn't seen my act, I go, I don't see anything funny about this. Well, you need to hear the punchlines. You needed a one-time see him on stage.
Maybe you could do like YouTube shorts of just individual jokes from your act or something like that. And then, or I don't know, that sounds like a marketing opportunity for sure though.
Yeah, you know what's sad though? I did comedy for so long and for so many years ago. And I swear when I see one, and sometimes I see one like on Facebook and I go, holy crap. How did that get all the way to Facebook? That was one of my jokes.
One of your originals, you mean, from your act?
Yeah.
Then somebody else is using it?
Well, not as far as using it on, I haven't seen anybody use it on stage,
Okay.
but I've seen it like on Facebook posts, which means they had to get it somewhere.
Well, but what I'm saying is they're not quoting you. They're not saying, I saw BJ Odom 20 years ago.
No.
But it is an actual BJ Odom original gag.
Yeah, it's like me doing Renee's Goldschlager joke.
Right.
It's
Give
not
credit where
mine,
credit's
and
due.
that's why I give credit where credit is due.
Absolutely.
My favorite joke of all times is I don't know what
Uh-oh.
the BJ and Bill the show tries to stay somewhat clean,
Right.
but it basically was a anatomy joke.
Ah.
And I said mine was the size of a Tic Tac, and so then later in the act, speaking of callbacks, I'd be like later in my act and some woman or something, I would ask a question or bring up for a comedy, like a
Right.
magic trick or something. And I might say, boy, how's that breath? I think you might need a Tic Tac.
I can't say that I've actually seen you deliver that particular gag, so
You haven't?
I don't.
I did that joke for years.
Did you really? Okay, I probably just don't remember it, so I don't know.
Probably
Was in the back of the room having too many beers.
Probably when you were around, I was
Yep.
probably doing something for like with the radio station.
Right?
So I tried to keep it somewhat clean.
Yes.
All I remember though, because my act was pretty, I'll just admit it, people. BJ and Bill, the radio show, was as clean as a whistle.
Yes, it was.
Well,
We always said it was family friendly.
I'd get a little edgy once in a while and Bill would drag me back in. But I never will forget the night I'm out working like Laugh-In Comedy. I don't know. I'm working a comedy club though, an actual comedy club where you can talk naughty.
Anything you want.
A little old lady, and she was like a little old lady too. The sweetest little old lady comes up after the show going,
Oh, I love listening to you and Bill on the radio. You guys are so funny. But I can't believe some of the things you talked about tonight. I go, yep, this ain't the radio show.
This ain't the radio station. Yeah, it's a different act. That's all it is. It's a different act. So, wow. Yeah, those were the days. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Coming right down to the hour. Perfect timing.
All right.
Perfect timing.
And got a dick joke in. Great.
Good for you, I guess. All right, that's fine. So, I still wanted to ask, but you kind of talked about this a little bit, so we'll just ever so briefly say, where the hell is your car?
I don't know.
Okay.
And neither does AI.
And neither does the dealer.
First, I'll tell you what, original date for delivery,
Yes.
March the 3rd.
Well, that's a month and a half ago.
And I bought it. It's probably going on the 5th week now. I bought it 5 weeks ago. And they said it should be in any day now.
Any day now.
And here's because I can go to their website and I can look at the different cars.
Sure.
And it even tells you the date of delivery that was supposed to be.
I've seen that. Yeah.
And my car was supposed to have been delivered before cars that have been delivered. Same thing, Ioniq 5s. I'm going, how the hell did that car get here before my car? And it was scheduled before this car was really on the schedule.
So wait, let me make sure I got this right. You're saying that the same model, the same Ioniq 5, they are delivering some, but not yours.
Right.
Even though yours was scheduled way before.
Yes.
Man, I would have to have a really come to Jesus talk with somebody in that dealership.
Well, I'm thinking about it. And then like I said, I've thought of other cars and I looked them up, but ChatGPT told me, but you really want this car.
You don't really want that.
I like the color. I like everything.
I understand.
I'm starting to think, and I had a discussion with the wife and we both looked at each other and said, no. Because I said, you know what? We have never had a car with ventilated seats, that make your.
This is what we're living for now that we're turning 70. Yeah, this is what we live for.
Yeah. And then I will tell you this too. They say it takes less battery for ventilated seats than having your air conditioner cranked up.
I believe that. Sure.
So, I'm saying, if we're getting an electric car, we needed ventilated seats or else we could go in the dealership today and get an SEL or whatever.
Right.
And
sit on an ice pack. Come on.
Yeah. Maybe I'll talk to the wife again after I get off.
All right. Well, I can't wait to hear what's going on. Because I love cars. I'm a car person. So I was curious. Inquiring minds want to know. I hope you get your
and ChatGPT tells me, you live in Florida. You want the ventilated seats.
Hear you. I hear that. All right. Well, for those of you who live in Florida or don't, we thank you for joining us for another week. There you go. Boy, oh boy, what a crazy week this has been.
And if this is the first week you've heard us, make sure you listen to all 188 episodes.
Go back, start at episode 1, 188 to go. It'll take some time, but it's worth the investment. Oh my God. All right, everybody, have yourself a great week. We appreciate you. Remember, like BJ said, stop by. A, go to Amazon, buy that copy of More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget. B, wherever you get your podcasts, leave that 5-star review. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week. Up until then, it's just up to BJ Udom to say,
see y'all.
Flip the dial, take a ride back in time when the airways were golden and the DJ shined. 2 mics, 2 guys, and a whole lot of laughs. Living like legends, bringing stories back. No script, no rules, just telling it all.